Hi, I'm Hanbit, and I'm a pastry chef from Korea. Hi everybody, it's Hanbit here. Today's video is not a baking video, but it's just an update on my, let's say my well-being. And some of you may have seen on my Instagram, but I injured my finger about a month and a half ago. So it was a complete accident. I was chopping Korean pear, which is relatively hard, and I injured my finger, and it was amputated. I know it's a big word, it's a scary word, but about kind of half a centimeter was just cut off, right? So I know we get like cuts all the time, like paper cuts or cuts from knives all the time, but and you get stitches, but this time it was completely cut off, so it was a bit more serious than let's say our usual injuries, right? So currently it looks like this. Yes, my finger is a bit shorter than usual. It's been a month and a half, so there's that scab. It's going to come off after, let's say, a few weeks. Does it hurt now? No, it doesn't hurt much now. But at the time, yes, it did hurt. I want to give you a bit more detail on how it happened and what you should do when this happens to you, because it can happen to anyone, especially in the kitchen, right? When you're dealing with knives. So how did it happen? I know I use knives all the time. I mean, I don't cook, I bake, right? But I use knives all the time, and it just happened, right? I know I'm a professional, but accidents happen. And it happened because I was especially tired that week. Many things were going on at the same time, and I had a TV appearance the day after. And I had been preparing about 2 weeks for that TV appearance. Because it was a duel, it was, well, in the format of a competition, right? And so I had prepared kind of 2 weeks for it. And it was the final day, it was the day before the TV appearance. So I was completely tired. I was half asleep. And I think that's how it happened, right? So there's the lesson. When you are completely tired and you think something's going to happen, just stop and get a rest. Just lie down for half an hour, get some rest, and then get back to work, right? That's what I should have done, but I didn't. And so when it happened, my finger looked a bit, well, it's my pinky finger, right? My finger looked a bit different. Yes, I was a bit shocked, slightly, but people ask, did it hurt a lot? Yes, it did hurt, but it stings, it really stings. But because at that moment, you get really tense and nervous. It doesn't hurt as much as you might expect, right? So I got a clean piece of cloth, I pressed it down, I put pressure on it because it kept bleeding, right? And then I called the ambulance, right, 911. And what's important is, I know lots of things are going through your head at that point, and you might be in shock. But to be honest, I knew at that moment that yes, it hurts a lot and my finger's not going to look nice, but it's not life-threatening. It's not life-threatening, right? It's actually really important to find the missing part, because that's what the doctors are going to stitch back, right? And I know you'll be in shock, but if you have someone else to help you out, ask them to find it, retrieve it. So luckily my mom was around, so she wrapped it and gave it to the paramedic. And that's what the doctor stitched back, right? I guess, a lot of people ask me if it hurts a lot. And at the time, you'll be just putting pressure on it so that it doesn't bleed much. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt that much. And so what happened after that, I was hospitalized for a week. The funny thing is what happened to the TV appearance. I did go. And yes, I completely bandaged my hand, like completely. And you might actually be able to see it on Netflix. I'll let you know when it comes up on Netflix. And it's a Korean TV program. And so I completely bandaged my hand. And yes, I made a petit gâteau in 100 minutes. And yeah, and I literally fainted when I got back to the hospital. This thing can happen to anyone, right? So what I want to say is just be careful all the time, right? You get injured, right? You might burn yourself. I mean, I've seen so many people dealing with ovens burning themselves. It simply happens all the time, right? People cutting themselves, yeah, that happens all the time. Getting amputated is not common. It does happen, and it has happened to me, right? So always be careful in the kitchen. How long would it take to heal? Thankfully, the part that got stitched, so the part that was cut off, right? That part got stitched back. It got stuck nicely. Well, I've got a scab right now, right there. It's going to come off after a few weeks, few months, I don't know. But it doesn't hurt much now. Well, it feels a bit different. My finger feels a bit different. And obviously it's been about kind of 7 weeks, but I still don't use my pinky finger, right? So I'm using 9 fingers, and trust me, there are lots of things you can do with 9 fingers. I'm just thankful that I hurt my left pinky finger because I'm right-handed, right? So the fact that I hurt my left pinky finger is the finger that's least used, and yeah. Would everything come back? Probably not, but it doesn't affect my day-to-day work in any way. Even if I can't feel it completely, it'll be fine. But the only, I think, downside is that it'll feel very different when I play the piano, because playing the piano requires full 10 fingers. And I know that I told you that I'm going to upload me playing the piano, right? I did record quite a few, and I will be uploading them, but all the videos that you would see would be before the accident, because you'll see my left pinky finger intact. And so I won't be able to play the piano for quite a while, but yeah, I guess that's the biggest downside. But anyway, I'm still really thankful for all the warm messages that everyone sent. Everyone was worried about me when I posted on Instagram, right? And so thank you so much for that. It's healing nicely, and I just want to say that this can happen to anyone. So please be careful in the kitchen, okay? So I'll come back, I guess, next time with some baking videos, but I would probably be wearing gloves, right? Because it doesn't look nice, right? So I'll be covering it up. I'll be wearing gloves. But yes, I will be back with baking recipes. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. For more YouTube videos, please click here. If you want to take a step further with your baking and pastry, then please visit my website on www.hanbitshow.com. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.